All right, everybody, welcome back to another DCRL stream. We are here for some Div C matches tonight. Everyone's favorite division. We got Allie with me here. Allie, how are we doing tonight?
Doing pretty dang good, Skull. How you doing?
I am doing fantastic. But
Awesome.
yeah, like I said, we got two Div C matches tonight. First one, Sleepers versus High Rollers. Very top-heavy Div C matchup tonight. This is going to be a great game. I am so excited to watch this one. But we might as well just hop right into the standings here. Like I said, Sleepers and High Rollers, the number 1 and 2 seed. This could be a potential grand finals matchup here, guys. This is going to be absolutely insane.
Earlier in earlier in the season, I casted a Division A game, which was Pound Town versus Rob's Crocs. And so I feel honored to be doing it again, because this is going to be a crazy type of matchup. It really is.
Yeah, this is going to be crazy. I mean, just number 1, number 2 seed on a random Wednesday night. I mean, nothing gets better than this. Yeah, like you were saying though, Sleepers is the number 1 seed. They got 4-1, leading in goals, assists, and shots. Just an offensive powerhouse. High Rollers not too far behind though. Goals, they're very close. Assists, they're a little bit further down. Shots is about just a little bit over 1. So I mean, two very close teams here. I'm expecting a fantastic game.
I mean, how could you not? It's the two top teams in the division. It's two kind of crazy rosters as well. I bet. Like, just looking at these rosters all together, if you want to go into them.
Yeah, we'll get to Sleepers first. We got Complex, my boy Tyler 8G, and Spoopy Man. Spoopy Man, I have I've claimed, at least for myself, to be the biggest hype man in Div C. This boy on cams is just crazy. He's got one of the better mustaches in the league as well. I think it's a little bit worse than Rem6, but it's pretty close. This man's insane. He's definitely the hype man of the team. And I mean, the stats just speak for themselves. Excuse me. Complex, a goal and a quarter. Spoopy Man, a goal and a quarter. I mean, they just play so well. Tyler's stats don't do justice. Tyler doesn't get a lot of shots, doesn't throw a lot on the net, but what he's doing in the background, getting the demos, just causing mayhem for his team is just, I mean, it just can't go unnoticed, even though the stats do.
Right. I mean, like, look at that. Even the 1.05 saves per game is something to be proud of. I think that, like, just having a well-rounded team with two just, goal scorers, two people who just constantly score goals, and then someone to back them up is clearly it's a recipe for success,
Yeah, absolutely. And I will hop into High Rollers here right now. What do we got here for us?
All right, we got High Rollers with my boy Tech 7 with his team, Steve and Oreo Man. This is a pretty well-rounded team as well. It's got like kind of almost the same composition in terms of goals per game as Sleepers, right? You got Tech 7 and Steve with over 1.1 goals per game, which is a wild stat for two players on a team to be having. And Oreo Man getting those demos in, being able to, he even has a decent shooting percentage too. He puts a decent amount of shots on net. A bunch of saves coming out from everyone. Tech 7 with 1.83 saves per game is crazy. My man exists. He exists on the back and the forward thirds because he's league leading in shots and saves per game, which is mind-boggling to me.
Yeah, both the team compositions between the two look kind of the same. They have the one in have the first man and second man that are kind of doing all their shooting, and third man, the stats might not show it, but I'm expecting to see a good amount of demos tonight. A lot of bumps, just a lot of mind games being played. But yeah, both our teams are ready, and we will be hopping in here for our first game. I am so excited. I should probably ask quick, who do you have winning this one?
Ooh, I think I mean, it's those number 1 and 2 seed games that you can never quite predict. I think I'm gonna put High Rollers winning this one. I back my boy Tech 7. He's probably one of the biggest grinders I've seen in Div C, probably even in DCRL this season. So, hoping he can get some stuff done. It's almost a shot comes on net. Not quite though. It's a bit of a scrap fest on the orange third, but Complex Marksman walks away with the goal for it.
Yeah, sorry, give me a second. My overlay is not working.
Overlay brokey?
It could be, potentially. I guess we'll come
We
to
still
find
see the
out
game.
here.
I think that's about everything that matters, right?
Yeah, for now. I
But
can
yeah,
hopefully get stuff
sleepers.
rolling here.
The immediate goal is going to be really good for their mental. I think that's something that tends to go underrated in this game. Just the mental aspect, the fact that even if you're a goal behind, it can sometimes feel like 2 goals, just because it's so much harder to score when you're behind, frankly. So hopefully High Rollers can start to break out, get some shots on net, because Steve is an offensive powerhouse. They've got a lot of good stuff going for them. But first off, they just got to stop these goals from coming in. Spoopy Man scores a second one in less than a minute for Sleepers.
Yeah, just great midfield presence. Just launches one on. Tech 7's a little awkward in the back of the net. I always hate getting caught being backwards. You just panic. There's nothing you can do. An unfortunate one to let through, but I guess unfortunate if you're cheering for High Rollers, but not unfortunate if you're cheering for the Sleepers.
Yeah, I mean, just seeing the High Rollers are kind of just a little bit flat-footed on defense in those past 2 plays, which let the goals come in. They weren't easy goals to save at all, but they were definitely goals that I think they won't be happy with letting in. So another one almost comes on target. It does go on target. Oh my gosh. Slightly over a minute, and Sleepers up. Kind of a dominant performance in this game 1. A couple of unfortunate team bumps coming in, but High Rollers, if they want to have something, they need to start breaking out of that defense. They're showing little to no midfield presence, and it's definitely being taken advantage of right here.
Yeah, absolutely. Overlay's still a little bit broken. I'm gonna throw the Rocket League one on, just so we can, at least have a scoreboard up, and I'll figure it out in between games. But yeah, another shot coming in here from
Tyler.
the
Oh,
Sleepers.
Tyler.
Oh my Tyler,
God.
that is disgusting. What did I just witness?
Oh my God. What a ceiling double. Beats out 2 in spectacular fashion. I wonder how this man gets into Div C. Tyler 8G is a terrifying force on the field. Really, he is.
Yeah, I was very, very surprised to see him stay in Div C after the performance he put up last season, but I'm sure Sleepers just absolutely love having him. We are just getting into the 2 minutes into the game, and Sleepers already are just destroying here.
That fast ball going on. Yeah, Sleepers they just had like every single last bit of offensive presence on this field. They've just had constant shots on net. They're just putting in whatever they feel like, because they're bumping everyone. You were talking about those bumps earlier coming out. Look, you can just see textbook bump from Tyler, able to take out Oreo Man. There's just no one in net. Sleepers score their 5th goal, and it's not even halftime. Adam, what's happening?
I don't know anymore what's going on, if I'm being completely honest.
It's game 1 too. We can have it up to 5 games of this. Like, this is incredible to see, but it does seem that High Rollers have found at least some sort of footing. They've had a couple of looks on the net, on the blue net, and Steve puts one in as I'm saying that. Scrapfest going on back and forth in this game, but clearly it seems that High Rollers have found at least something to start working with. Look at those bumps again. They've been coming out for both teams kind of constantly.
Yeah, like I said, I expected a lot of bumps to come in tonight, and we have seen a fair amount, but God, just the Sleepers pressure has been insane, and they look very poised to just run away with this series if High Rollers don't do something here quick.
High Rollers, they kind of need to find that offensive ability. They just gotta not offensive. They need to find themselves in the midfield, because currently, whenever they try and look on offense, it's not looking good. Just a mess up on the defense too. Tech 7 might be kicking himself for that one, as just a couple of unfortunate whiffs going on the back line. Tyler's able to score the open net.
Look at Spoopy Man throwing up the celebration in cams. Like I said, this man is just he is relentless with the celebrations he has, and I always love having a hype man on my team like him, and I'm sure Sleepers do as well. A 6-1 lead with still 2 minutes left to go in this game, but Tech 7 throws one on. High Roll is cutting the lead here. Still plenty of time. 2 minutes is a lot of time in this game. Anything can happen yet here.
This is 8 goals in less than 3 minutes happening in game 1 here. This is crazy, but yeah, 2 minutes is a ton of time. It's just barely past halfway. And I know this is kind of ridiculous of me saying this, but according to how this game's going, only 4 goals to make up doesn't seem like a ton in this game. It's still kinda is anyone's game right now. It's just unbelievable.
Absolutely. Tyler almost got a crazy double there. High roll is a little sporadic on defense. Spookman in the midfield, going to throw one on net. Tech 7 with a little bit of control. Complex will beat him to the ball though. Tries to get a touchback out mid. He doesn't. Tech 7 beats out Spookman. Now Tyler's in a 1-on-2 here. Can he get it? This bump on Steve will clear out a little bit of the pressure. Man doesn't get a shot on. Spoopy will take it out of his corner onto the midfield on that left wall. Tries to get a ground pinch in. He doesn't get the pinch, but it's a great 50. Tech's a little awkward. Complex is up, but Tech will beat him for the save. Now Tyler going off the wall. Fakes one. Tech 7 obliterates him with that bump. Now Tyler's coming right back on defense. Tries to get the read. He doesn't have it, but a 50 comes out. That's going to go corner into mid. Steve up super early. Does get the read. The touch will drop down. Complex trying to get a pass out to Spoopy, but Oreo Man reads it well. Now Tyler off the back wall. Doesn't find the touch either. That one's going to roll towards the net. Tech 7 tries to get a fake, but Complex plays the ball and gets the ball into the corner. Now Steve with a great pass. Tyler with a hit off Complex. That ball will be saved as well. Sleepers have a lot of pressure in their half here. Complex a little low on boost, trying to get something moving. Tyler just picked up the corner. He's full, but he's got to protect net now. Tech 7 throws one on. Oilman tries to go for the dunk. He dunks him, but it goes a little high above net. Spoopy trying to get a good clear out. He needs another touch. Steve will keep the pressure in the midfield. A 50 comes out as well. Tyler 8G throwing it back over. Spoopman with a touchdown. That's a great pass. Tyler throws it on. Can he find it? That goes off the crossbar and doesn't go in. Complex throws one to Spoopy as well. And just relentless pressure coming out here from Sleepers, just ripping shots on this net.
There is just pressure one way, then pressure the other. I really want to see the stats after this game's over, because these shots and these saves just from both teams is got to be just ridiculous coming out right now. This is, I think, the highest offense I've seen in a single DCRL game, kinda like ever, maybe. As Tech 7 with the very calculated mind games puts one in to make it a 6-3 game 1. 6-3.
Hey,
what type of scoreline is that? Only in Div C apparently.
Yeah, I mean, hey, don't neglect that last goal. One for the road never hurts. I always love taking one for the road with us.
It's that good momentum shift, because I mean it sets you up for next game really. That's all I gotta say about that.
Yeah, I mean, just utter dominance from Sleepers in that game. Up 6-3, or winning the game 6-3, excuse me. Complex on the first side of that. 5 shots, 3 goals, great shooting percentage. Tyler with 2 goals, Spoopy with 1. I mean, they're just passing the ball around everywhere.
Yeah, I mean, in accordance to what the shots have been coming out from Sleepers for, I would like to see a few more saves from high rollers. They only got 2 to their name. It really is a testament, I guess, to how good the Sleepers offense is. I think if I want to see them carry out to a more dominant game, they're definitely going to have to find a way to just not let Sleepers be shooting so much, because having 11 shots to 6 is not a good look for them. Not at all.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, high rollers looked really good at the end of that game. It's just a little off to that rocky start really got them. I mean, there's just not much. There's not a whole lot you can do when you go down by 5 goals.
Right.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, no, it's hard to come back from that, but really that one for the road is probably about the best they could have done in that situation, I'd say. So hopefully they can start taking some of that momentum, because they definitely had a couple of good looks on offense. As I'm saying that, look at this pressure coming out already from high rollers. Where man has to take it in the midfield. He can't quite get another touch on that. Tech 7 still there. Whoa, what a touch coming out. It's dangerous on the orange net. What's happening on offense? Complex walks away with the goal. As what a play altogether. That's all I can say for that. All I can say.
Yeah, I mean, we almost get the world's greatest own goal, or accidental own goal from Tech 7, and then just complete chaos ensues. A fake comes out from Tyler. Complex throws the shot on. I don't know what I just witnessed, but we see an open net. Can Tech 7 get it? He does. 2 goals in the first 30 seconds. Oh my, we We might be in for a barn burner on this one.
I think the momentum from the first game has not slowed down one bit out here. As Tech 7 scores that goal, you know, that man's been... I think he wants Grand Champ more than most players in, like, Div B, frankly. He's such a grinder, and to see him just put on those shots, even if it's the simple ones, being able to put those on is such a good look for him. Can he get the double, though? Yes,
double?
he can!
Oh, my!
I start gassing him up and this happens. What the heck, Tech 7? What a double! What a great angle to find that there. Bringing High Rollers up one more goal in this series. This is insanity, man.
Dude, I mean, not only did he hit the double, that shot placement, bottom left, that's unsavable. What did I just witness? This is Div C. This isn't supposed to be happening.
Did we get Div A and Div C confused? What, like...
Do I need to change the title? What's going on here?
I talked about casting Pound Town versus Steve's Gators earlier. Maybe we got that confused. Maybe I am casting that right now.
50 comes out in the mid. Oilman is open, just kind of sandbagging back. Can he get a 50? He does! Telling Spoopy to hit the weight room. Gets the great 50 in the net. I mean, that's a great leak out pass too. Oilman coming back. All of a sudden just does a quick turnaround and goes, oh look, I found the ball. Just
that was an
beautiful.
Awesome 50 to put it in the net too. And Steve with the, you could call it a lucky pinch, but I call it a calculated pinch. We love those types of touches out. Just straight to your teammate sitting there.
Yeah, we take those 100% of the time. Oh man, can he get another one? He throws it into Sleeper's half. A little bit of a double commit, but Spoopy is flying up. Complex does pick up a demo on his way back. Tech 7 a little bit awkward. He's going to throw it towards the net. Needs to find a touch. He does. Gets it under 2. Complex and Oilman will take a 50. Tech 7 has a free ball here. Gets it around Tyler. Can he get the flick? He doesn't. He kind of gets something going, but a good save coming out from Sleepers. Steve trying to keep the ball in the midfield. Spoopy Man is up first, though. Tech 7 racing back. Him and Oreo both on the same corner. Tyler throws it on, but Steve is back in there for the save. He does get up. A double commit coming out once again. Complex gets a great pop. Wants to go up for it, but gets bumped. Spoopy Man takes over, and he throws one on in front of Tech 7. Another great goal coming out, and a 1-goal game here. High Rollers still up.
Awesome passing play from Complex to Spoopy, but that ball, according, I think, from that pop from Complex was hitting the backboard. So for Spoopy to get up and put the ball down, those are hard touches, man. That's crazy impressive for him to do that. Great little placement.
Yeah, I mean, this is the definition of farming stats right here. We might see 15 goals a game at this rate.
I'm here for it too, man. Those are one of the most exciting types of games where it's just both teams constantly shooting all the time and not giving up. Because it's hitting halftime and we're at 5 goals again. This is about the same scoreline as game 1, which I thought was totally just one of those games where, you know, a bunch of teams score a lot, but clearly this is just an offensive heavy series, and I am so ready to see it.
Yeah, bump comes out in half. Tyler G picks up a demo. Complex gets a pop, but gets bumped once again. He goes past the bump, throws one on, but it is a save for High Rollers. Now Tyler last back has a half tank of boost. Can try to get the flick over one. He does. Can he stay with the ball? Get it off the corner? He will. Can he get another touch for the pass? It goes out a little bit mid, but Oilman throws it into the corner. A little miscommunication here. Tyler thought Spookman was going for it, but Tyler does get a good 50 past 2 defenders. Complex goes up. That ball's going out mid. Tech 7 pops it up high. It's going to be off the backboard. It's going to be really awkward. Is anyone there? Steve is there first, and we'll clear it out into the midfield. Now he's going up. Can he get a shot on? Is that going to be top corner? It's not. It's off the backboard. Spoopman trying to get something going. Doesn't get the demo on Oilman. Tyler will boom it down. Can Spoopy get the redirect? He's reading it off the backboard. Doesn't get the touch. Everyone's pushed up. This net is open, but Tyler racing back on defense. Great recovery here from Sleepers.
I think the fact that the ball was traveling towards the blue net with every single player on the orange side of the field shows exactly how this series is going so far. What just chaotic play coming out from the top 2 seeds of Div C. I think if you want to just describe how all of Div C is going, with how close it is, with how many rivalries are forming, with just how much just wild play there is going on, that's a great way to do it. Oh my gosh. Tech 7. Doubling the lead. I love those wall dashes too. Great little pass by Steve out to him. He just slots it perfectly top right. I don't think there are Div A players who will save that, man.
Dude, Tech 7 shot placement this game and just this series so far has been crazy. You can tell he hits the shooting pass because he knows exactly where he needs to put the ball every time. Can he get another one? He doesn't. That's going to go back to Oreo though. Oreo pops it up high. Is that going to be a waterfall? It is. Is anyone there to read it? Spoopy is. And so is Oreo, and Spoopy will get the dunk. Now Steve come racing off the wall. Can he get a pass out? He gets off the ceiling. Doesn't have any boost to continue with. Tyler and Spoopy double commit. Complex has to come in to clean it up. It's going to go bounce off the corner into the wall here. Oreo is up. Gets a touch around Complex. Spoopy racing up. Oreo gets the first touch. That's a pass out mid. Tech 7 going to rip one on net. It's going up. Tyler trying to get the read. He does get the read. That's going off the backboard. Back into the midfield. Oreo once again with the ball. Booms it into the corner. Trying to get something going here. We'll get another touch into the corner. Trying to get it out mid, but Tyler is on the wall to greet him there. Spoopy with a touch out. That's a great leak out pass. Tyler gets off the backboard. Is anyone there? Spoopy is. Little give and go action, but Spoopy hits the crossbar. That is so tragic for Sleepers. They keep the pressure, but with time winding down, it looks like High Rollers is going to take this game too.
What a great last-minute push from Sleepers to try and put one in the net before time runs out. That was such great offense coming from both teams, even like all series, and you know, scorelines definitely reflect that. But I love that showing from Tech 7 in this game. That was so dominant from him. So many good shots, so much perfect goal placement. He knew how to hit the ball and how to hit it well on net every time. That's mastery coming out from him in game 2, frankly.
Yeah, I mean, just looks like we flipped stats from last game. High Rollers just come screaming in. Tech 7 picks up the hat trick. He also shoots 3 for 5, just like Complex did last game, passing the ball a lot more, a lot better. I mean, their pressure that game, they came out just pedal to the ground, flying through everything.
Yeah, speaking of pedal to the ground, that's let's keep this statistic in mind. As of the end of game 2 right now, we're at an average of 7 goals per game throughout this series, which is I'm loving it. This is great.
This is what I came to see, just an absolute barn burner of a series. I want a 10-9 scoreline. That's what I go into every time hoping for. And this honestly might be the perfect series for it.
Yeah, 10-9 scoreline with like a 8-minute overtime. It's like a casting dream job, isn't it?
Basically.
Yeah.
Alright, man, trying to get a bump. Oh, sorry, go ahead. I cut you off.
Okay. Tech 7 taking control here. Good little 50 on the sweeping, and he still takes control to pinch it out. Steve up for the ball. Can he put it on net? Not quite, but there's still pressure on. Tech 7 on. Trying to put the ball in. Oreo with a great way to just keep it infield for half a second longer. Let Steve get back in. Kind of a dangerous ball for Orange as Complex just puts the ball in right on net.
Yeah, beautiful play from Sleepers there. Steve doesn't get the best touch. That goes out mid. Complex is up super early. Tech 7 has the read. Complex beats him to it by a mile. Great presence there from Complex getting that shot in. And Sleepers look like they're trying to get back on the momentum train here.
And the momentum train is like maybe a bit more of a pendulum right now, because there's just so much offense coming from both teams. I think the fact that the goal of this game came from like unrelenting pressure from High Rollers directly into a goal for the other team. It's kind of the story of my life for this series so far.
Yeah, I mean, absolutely. This is only game 3, like the start of game 3, and I feel like I've already casted 5 series. I mean, there's so much going on.
We're going to be gassed by the end of this whole thing.
Tyler takes it into the corner, trying to get something going. Steve throws it on net. Complex is there, but doesn't get the touch as he wasn't back in net in time. Steve with a ripper of a shot, and High Rollers tie the game up here with about 3.5 left. And that momentum I thought Sleepers were getting might have just been cut. I mean, this is just a shootout. These guys are flying around this field. It is just insane to watch.
That was a great just shot power from Steve. He's a very mechanical player. I've seen him just go for aerials like for most balls. And it's great to see that coming out from Div C. That mechanical presence is something that you really kind of want to have. Just, almost that reliability, I guess. Because he can just do stuff like that, you know? You get those mechanical players on the field and they hit shots like this. My mind is blown at him. What is this? Huh?
I mean, The way Complex Car looked in that replay says everything. Just sitting there in amazement, like, what did I just witness? I mean, that's a shot that you always go for and never end up hitting. And Steve comes out on the biggest game of the regular season so far and just hits it. Tyler as well. Oh my, I mean, what is going on? Everything is just, this ball is getting ripped.
What's happening? Oh my gosh, yeah, Tyler, great way to capitalize off of that. I don't even know what to call that, quote-unquote, play touch from Tech 7 Oreo Man. There's no more lead. It's a tied game again. Steve almost hitting the same shot again. Chaos on the field, Adam. Chaos. That's the best way you can put it.
I mean, this is like throwing two NASCAR drivers and saying just foot to the floor, drive into each other. I mean, this is what we're witnessing. Just 100% offense from both teams coming out. Steve throws one over to Tech 7. Can he get the redirect? He does get the shot on. Is it in? It is! Dude, Tech 7 is peaking.
Both teams are peaking. This is just the peak on offense type of series. Tyler getting the unfortunate little redirect, but Tech 7, we were talking about his shot placement earlier. That's about as perfect shot placement left as you can possibly get. And he hits that right there perfectly. Just easy as you like.
Yeah, nonetheless, threads the needle between two defenders. I mean, this man is on something, then. He must have just taken an entire tub of G Fuel and just snorted it before this game, because he is
putting in his water.
he is playing out of his mind right now.
Look at that play. He's just beating players left and right too, which is just something you love to see. Being able to beat one or two players consistently, in my opinion, is one of the best attributes you can have in a player. And as we say that, Tech 7, he just scores every time he shoots. What's happening right now? Oh my gosh.
And nonetheless, staying calm, cool, and collected. I mean, I haven't seen this man crack a smile the entire series. I mean, someone shoot some adrenaline in this kid. Oh my, he is the silent killer this series, just doing what needs to be done. And you just loved, oh, is that one in too? Oh, it's just wide from Spoopy.
Still good pressure coming on from Sleepers right now. Steve taking control here. A little bit dangerous, not quite so dangerous as Tech 7 misses the ball a little bit. Complex putting it mid. Tyler AJ able to keep it in. Very scary ball for Steve to deal with, but he does put it off to the corner. Pressure coming on from Sleepers right now. Pretty unrelenting too. The High Rollers. They definitely seem a lot less panicked than they were in game one when those like 4 goals went in. Now they're holding them to about no goals with this type of offense. I guess 2, but not for this play at least.
Complex, it's a great 50 on High Rollers half. Tech 7 will beat him out. Spookman is up, just trying to keep the ball out of his hands. He's on 0 boost. Gonna go for a back pass that is gonna float mid. Complex needs a touch. He doesn't get one. Soupy's the only man back. Doesn't have any boost. Oreo Man trying to play it slow. Tries to get the dunk on Spoopy. He won't. Tech 7 is there. Gets the pinch over from the corner. Spoopman with a good touchdown. Steve with the bouncer shot, but Tyler reads it early and gets up to it. Now Oreo Man with the relentless pressure. Complex throws it out. Sleepers need to get the ball out of their own half, and this might be at a good 50. Tyler racing up the wall. Will he beat him? A double demo coming out. Steve has a free shot. You can Tyler get back in that. He gets bumped from Tech 7. Almost gets the crazy save from it. He gets the touch on the ball, but all his momentum is cut. High Rollers with the bump and the goal. I mean, their team plays right now are just phenomenal.
The bumps coming out from the High Rollers are so well thought out. Like, you have one person who will play the ball, he goes right to his other teammate, and one guy just goes for bump, gets it every time, and then they just score for this game. It's been such amazing, just offensive plays in general. Not even the presence has been great, but the plays have been better. A bit of a miscommunication. Maybe they don't have the defense quite as on lock as they'd like to, but with that offense, you don't really need to, honestly.
As the clock's winding down, a 3-goal lead for High Rollers will more than likely give them the victory. Sleeper's going to try to get one for the road. Sweetman going for redirect. Steve throws it straight down. Ball is still technically up, but Tyler can't get a touch to keep it up. High Rollers take game 3 and are now on match point here in this series.
See, you say it's match point, but honestly, like, I can see this match still going any possible way, but even still, Steve, what a scoreline. He's got stats all throughout the board. He's been everywhere on the field. And 6 shots and 3 goals from that is unbelievable. It really is.
Yeah, and I mean,
that's all I have to say.
I don't want to like call anybody out here, but I mean, sleepers just, they look almost a little flustered. I don't know if it's with themselves or if it's the pressure they're going up against, but I mean, game 1 looks like comms were going good. They were flying around all around each other. They just look a little too jumped up here. I just think they need to clean up rotations and clean up the comms, and they can definitely come back in this series, no doubt about it.
Sleepers game 3 looked a lot like High Rollers game 1, if that makes sense. Kind of a little flat-footed on defense, struggling to deal with the offensive pressure. I don't blame them one bit, but that's kind of how they were faring in this game 3. And if they can just kind of boost that defense up again, they're going to have some great looks. And if they want to win this series, that's what they're going to have to do.
Absolutely. Tech trying to keep momentum with them. Swoopman with a good touch. Has to get a flicker on one. Oriman will beat him. That ball goes right to Complex. A pass out. Spoopy throws it on net. Tech 7 is up early. He's going to throw it into the corner. Complex doesn't get the read, but does get the boost steal. Waiting mid for Spoopy. That ball's going to be up around the net. Oriman does get a touch. It's open. Complex will get the score. And Sleepers go up 1-0. Only 30 seconds in again.
You say only 30 seconds. Honestly, this might be the longest it's taken for a goal to be scored in any game this series so far. Nice old way to put it in the net from Complex. It wasn't an easy goal for sure, but Oriman just a simple little miss. Happens to the best of us.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I'm sure he'll shake it out completely.
X7 popping it up. Can he get the double again? The double tap Merchant being able to be saved away by Complex. It's a 1v1 now. Spoopman. Low and boost, gets the pass out. The passing plays what we're seeing are really nice to see. Oftentimes, teams have a lot of trouble just finding each other, but definitely not the case for these two teams, as the just offensive plays has been unrelenting, no matter who's shooting.
Yeah, I mean that's a great. Oh, that would have been a crazy read. Tyler throws it on. It's in. Sleepers 2-0 lead. The momentum back on their side. Facing the series loss here, this is absolutely huge for them. Great read by Tyler. Spoopman kind of faking on the backboard. This is exactly what they needed to come back here in this series.
Can't even blame High Rollers for trying to read that with all the crazy shots that both teams have been pulling out of their hats for this series. Bit of offensive pressure coming up from High Rollers, but kind of taken away from Sleepers as Steve puts one right on net. Maybe I spoke way too soon. Steve, the aerial master. This man is so unbelievably good in the air, and this is why no team has a great way of dealing with this type of stuff.
Yeah, both teams just seem to be up for the ball in the air so early. Their reads are on point tonight. And on the highest stage in Div C so far this season, this is when they absolutely need it most. High Rollers cut the lead down to 1. Let's see if Sleepers can respond. Complex a little bit awkward. Doesn't get the catch that he needs. Steve comes flying in. A double commit coming out, and that will be open for a little bit. But Spoopy will beat one out to relieve the pressure. Oriman trying to keep it on. Tech 7 rotating back. Or Steve rotating back, excuse me. Oriman keeping that midfield pressure on. Does get demoed for it, though. Tyler's awkward 0 boost down. Floats by the net. A miss coming out. Tyler has to play a 50 here. Just playing it slow. Tries to go for the pinch, but Spoopy pulls off. Tyler just dribbling the ball with 0 boost down the field. It's going to go off the corner. Spoopman is up. Steve dodges a demo from Tyler in the net. Complex with a 50 as well. That's going to go into the corner of High Rollers. Tech 7 try to get around 1. He doesn't. Tyler does get the 50 here. Complex throws it up off the corner. Steve is there. Spoopman trying to get it in mid as well. He does pick up the demo. Tyler can't turn. He's really awkward here. Great 50 coming out to relieve the pressure for Sleepers. Complex up. Going to go down into the midfield. Tech 7 throws it into the corner. Trying to get a pass out. Spoopman tries to go for the pass. Or for the pinch, excuse me. Doesn't get it. Complex does it off the back wall. Steve's up early. It's a good kill 50. Oriman comes flying in. That's in front of the net, but Tyler with a pass out. Swoopy doesn't get the touch, but fakes out Steve. Tyler has a free ball here. Pops it out into the open. Steve with a little bit of a team bump, but does get the clear. Complex throws one on, but Steve throws it back into the midfield as well.
Keeping the pressure on. Tech 7 with a straight shot on net. Tyler able to take control and get a good 50. Not a whole lot of pressure coming from Sleepers, but it is in the orange half. As Complex puts one on net. Tech 7 back there to clear it away. Still a dangerous ball for High Rollers to have to deal with, because it doesn't look like any of their team is on boost. But honestly, with how stalwart their defense has been in the first, compared to the first few games, they're doing a really good job of taking care of not letting the lead against them increase.
Yeah, 100%. Spoopy picks up the mid boost. Try to get something going. It's a pass. Almeida's complex there. He does get the shot on. It's off the backboard. Is Tyler going up? He is. Tries to throw it in. Doesn't get it. Spoopman rotating back through. A double commit coming out for Sleepers. Their net is open right now. Tyler racing back, but Oreo Man is there. That shot's just on from Tech 7. And the tie game comes out with a minute 23 left. Just Sleepers went all in. And they just couldn't quite get it. Tech 7 throws one downfield. Beautiful crossfield shot. And we have ourselves a tie game in game 4.
You'd even see Oreo Man hunting for that demo as the ball just started sailing in. This series is crazy. So many tie games, so many close games so far. This is the lowest scoring game so far, and it's been 4 goals this game. But yes, a bit of a midfield scuffle coming out right now. Steve able to take control. Can he get another? He can. Beats out Tyler. Tech 7 looking for the awesome little shot there. I love the way that he flipped his car there. Pressure coming right back down the field. Tyler seemed to hear the ball out. A little bit of a dangerous ball floats past the middle. Tech 7 hoping to follow this up. Spooping him. Can't quite get it past him. Can he pass it out mid? No, but he does get a demo on Tyler. Just back and forth offense constantly from these teams coming out. Bumps galore. Hard hits on net. This is just pedal to the metal, like Exhibit A right here.
Yeah, Steve, can he get the double? He gets the pass over. Doesn't get the read. Tech 7 doesn't either. Oreo Man is up. Doesn't get the touch. Tech 7 goes screaming back. Complex throws it out to Spoopy. Spoopy's a little bit backwards, but will throw it out. Tech 7 gets one touch. Almost gets it over one. Steve comes flying in. Does he get the touch? He will. That's on net. Tyler needs a savior. He does get one, and a beautiful one as that. Steve keeping the pressure on. A double commit coming out. That one's on net. Complex with the save. The stonewall defense from Sleepers coming out in the last seconds. If this ball touches the ground, we will hit OT, and there it is.
Oh, that was some great defense coming out from Sleepers. We're seeing the defenses evolve for both teams throughout this series, and it's just making all the offense that much more tricky for each team. I'm loving the plays that are coming out. Tyler trying to put one on net. Pressure kept in by Spoopy Man. Steve trying to hit the ball away, but Tyler right back up. Both players are like, both teams are going up so early for the ball. It's making the ball so much harder, and therefore making their defenses so much harder to counteract as that ball pinches in. Spoopy Man, we're going to game 5. And frankly, it's about what anyone could predict with this. Spoopy Man finding the back of the net barely. I'm starting to lose my words here, man. I don't know what's going on.
I mean, a great goal. Sleepers stay alive going into game 5, and Oreo Man only 84 points in that game. He was like I said, he was still doing a lot. I mean, he was doing a lot of off-ball stuff that you don't really see, you know, rotating through, keeping rotations clean, all that stuff. But just the amount of red on my screen right now is just crazy.
Yeah, if we want to see, I think if high rollers want to have a really good shot at this, let Oreo Man start getting a few more hits alongside the crazy just offense that we're seeing from Tech 7 and Steve, and you've got a winning recipe right there. If high rollers can pull that off in this final game, I think they win. So really, I'd say the question is up to, can they let Oreo Man play his game well?
Yeah, and I mean, Silk said it best in chat as far as Sleepers go. Most of the goals against them are coming from just lack of midfield presence when they're going from offense to defense. So, I mean, they clean up rotations. I think they could take this game as well. Needless to say, we are in for a very heated game 5 here. It's winner take all. The last game of the match. Is it going to start with a Steve Reed? It is! Oh my god.
Wow! A shot coming from Steve, and he immediately goes up the wall to read Tyler's shot, or clear rather. Oh my gosh, what a goal to start out this game 5. Holy crap.
I mean, I think we check to make sure Steve's not like in the comms with the Sleepers themselves. I mean, he just reads them before you even hit the ball. A very hot start for high rollers. Another game that starts with a goal before 30 seconds even hits.
The story of this entire series so far, man. And can Complex put it in? Tech 7 Great little patience on defense there. He didn't jump until he absolutely had to, and that was right when the ball was about to go on net. Or man, a bit more of a presence that he wanted. I think that was intentional or not. It was a good little pass to Tech 7. High rollers are finding themselves, like they're finding each other a little bit more in this game 5. I'm liking that already. Hopefully they can keep that up. And hopefully they don't let in more crazy goals like what Spoopyman was going for, and if they want to win.
Yeah, Complex playing the corner battle here. Steve will beat one out. Oilman is up. He tries to get a shot on. Spoopy beats him out. Tech 7 is last back. Does get the boom. Tyler gets a boom back as well. Ball's in the midfield. Tech 7 gets a single touch. Tyler throws it over to Complex. Steve jumps it, but the shot is still on. Oilman comes flying back on the rotation to get the save. But the pressure is still on Tech 7 with a good clear out. Is anyone there? They are not. Just opts to boom it down. Complex will take it. Pass over to Spoopy into the corner. Can Spoopy read Tech 7 on the wall? He does. That one floats out. Making Complex get a shot. He does, but Steve is there for the 50. Tech beats one out in the air. Spoopman at the free ball and full boost on the corner or on the mid here. Tries to get a pass out mid, but that one goes just a little bit further than I think he wanted it to. Tyler tries to throw one cross net. It gets past one. Is anyone there? He's not. A little bit of a miscommunication coming from Sleepers, but their pressure is still on. The Tech 7 does get the clear to relieve it.
Great pressure from Sleepers. Just an unfortunate end to that play. High rollers. Not quite the offensive push for as long as they wanted to, but even still, their defense has looked spectacular this game. As soon as they can start getting themselves a little bit more on offense is when they're going to start to really shine, I feel. But I mean, first they got to deal with this blue pressure. I think the ball's been in the back orange third for about like 70% of this game so far. It's crazy.
It speaks to the defense of High Rollers. They haven't let one through yet. Sleepers have all the pressure, but just nothing going their way so far. Tyler throws one on, or gets the save that's still mid. Steve throws one on. Oilman trying to get a shot. He will take a 50 with Tyler. That one's going to float back out mid. Spoopy needs a touch. He will throw it into the corner, collect the corner boost, and try to do something with the ball. He does beat out Tech 7. A great dunk on Steve. Oilman's last back. A 2-on-1 for a little bit here. Spoopy needs to throw in mid. He does, but Steve's come racing back. Tyler keeping that pressure on. Tech 7 on the wall with a great read. Complex a little bit awkward here. Goes for the catch. Gonna have to take a 50. He will. That's going to pinch out mid. Spoopman on the backboard will get the touch back into the corner. Try to keep their comms and rotations flowing. Complex doesn't have any boost once again, but we'll get around one. Tyler comes screaming in. Can he get the pass? He doesn't. Steve up in the midfield early, cutting it off. Complex with a boom downfield back into the corner. Spoopy tries to throw it out mid. That is up. Tech 7 is up as well. Tyler goes late, but a 50 comes out and no shot will be happening. Complex playing it slow, taking the 50 around Steve, but a demos comes out on Tech 7, and Sleepers trying to keep the ball out of their net. They need a goal here to stay alive and to tie this game up. A little bit of an unfortunate miss there. Tech 7 popping up in the mid. Beats out one, beats out two. Tyler needs to rotate back here, and he will. Just throws it into the corner, trying to stall time. It's going to be a little awkward for him. Can Tech throw it on? He doesn't. Tyler comes screaming in for the save as well. Some
Instant just pressure right back from High Rollers here. Just putting on shot after shot after shot. Sleepers are were having such a hard time putting the ball in net, but I think the moment I started commenting about started casting about how their offense was relentless, it just goes back on the orange half, which honestly it's a testament to how fast this game is, how quick each player is going up to the ball, and just how chaotic the play is around the field. But like it's still ordered too, you know? There's some great rotations, great passes coming out. Awesome to see, especially from Div C of all places. Like, oh my gosh.
Yeah, I mean, only one goal scored here. This is a last-second push. Tyler going for his ceiling shot. Can he get it? He doesn't. Complex does get a touch over in the corner, and it goes out mid. Oilman a little bit awkward, trying to take a 50. It will go. Complex needs a pass over. He will get it as Tyler there. A 50 comes out. That ball's going back mid. It goes down and up. Is anyone there to read it? Complex is, but so is Steve, the one and only. And the ball drops. After 4 games of nothing but goals, 1 goal decides it in Game 5. High Rollers take the series from the #1 seed.
Could you ask for a more tense Game 5, Adam? Like, what? That was incredible. Great little play from Steve to start it off, and then just like such solid defense to block off any play coming out from any team throughout the rest of that Game 5. And wow, just what a series in general. That was so fun. That was so fun.
I mean, I am at a loss for words. I'm at a loss for breath. I'm at a loss for everything on what I just
breath, man.
witnessed in that game.
In through the nose, out through the mouth.
Yeah, no kidding.
Maybe they do.
Oh, we have everybody from High Rollers here. Boys, congratulations on an absolute heater of a series. How's everyone feeling right now?
Amazing.
Yeah, pretty good.
I mean,
And Steve's feeling nothing apparently.
You know what? They summed it up pretty good.
oh man. So I mean, I guess I'll start it out with Tech 7. I mean, how much G Fuel did you put in your eggs this morning, dude? I mean, you were just hitting and reading everything. The shot placement, the reads, the aerials, everything was just on point. Run me through. Is it you just having a great day, or is this what we're expecting to see for the rest of the season?
I've been having a great week, honestly. I went on a 7-game win streak in twos, hit a new peak again. So today is just a great week, and unfortunately they had to catch me in this week. There is more to come, though. I'll tell you that.
I love the confidence. Allie, what you got for these guys?
I'll say this, Steve. How much time have you been putting into practicing those mechanics, man? You were just like a presence all throughout the field. Like you were. I think I started like getting cold feet watching the stuff you were pulling out. It was incredible, man.
I don't know, when you miss as many balls as I do, you end up just going for everything, and you know, it sometimes just clicks.
Fair enough, man. I feel that definitely.
All right, or I'll throw a question over to you as well. I mean,
Right.
after like games averaging 14 goals, a 1 goal decides the last game in Game 5, and it seemed like the ball was in your guys' third the entire time. I mean, how were the comms going? How sweaty are your guys' hands? I mean, you were just taking shot after shot, and nothing went through.
I mean, we just play our game and it seems to work. So I just say we go with it and we just play it as it comes.
Fair enough.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Al, you got any other questions for these guys?
Sounds like you guys need some game fuel. Come on, get some hype going.
Yeah, come on.
We were like at a loss for words throughout the entire series. There had to be like what, average of 5 goals per game. Crazy coming out. I was so excited. We're both at just, we don't know what to say. We're I think, Skull, you said it best. After Game 5, you were like breathless.
I mean,
We left you
you
speechless,
guys
that's
didn't
all
have to
right.
cast the didn't have to cast the madness that was going on. I honestly had a loss for words. All the thoughts in my head are just gone out the window. But nonetheless, I suppose we can end the winners interview here. Congratulations, taking down the #1 seed, puts you guys at 4-2 as well as them. I hope to see another Sleepers High Rollers match somewhere in the playoff future here. But nonetheless, congratulations and have fun the rest of your guys' night.
Thank you.
Thank you. You too.
Thanks for streaming.
Yeah, absolutely. All right, Allie.
Wow.
I mean, that was something.
That was so hype. I think we're both kind of struggling for what to say for what that series was, just because it was so like exciting to see. I don't know, man. That was awesome. Both of the high seed matches that I've casted so far have been just so fun to watch like this. Especially in this case, I'm grinning ear to ear right now. Couldn't be happier right now.
Yeah, an absolute heater of a series. The #1 seed in Div C does end up falling here tonight. But yeah, I suppose at this point, I'm going to throw it to a short intermission, and we will be back with our next Div C, the last series of the night. Allie, thank you for joining me.
Yeah, of course, man.
All right, boys, we will see you in a bit.